For class today, you're gonna want dumbbells for upper body. We will need one dumbbell and then a pair of dumbbells. So have a bunch of dumbbells with you if you've got them, and then your mat or soft surface, you might need that too as well. I'm gonna start going over our moves. Our first one, we've got rotating cross jacks. So you're just gonna clasp those fingers together, right over left, left over right with the feet, and then your arms are just going from side to side so you can kind of wake up those obliques and that upper body too as well. Your second one, you're gonna drop it down low and you're gonna stay low the entire time. You got 2 pulse squats and then lateral tap outs for 2 each leg. So pulse, pulse, tap, tap, pulse, pulse, tap, tap to the other foot. If you have a mini band and you want to kind of add a little intensity resistance to that, you can put a band on your ankles during that one, but I'm not going to require that. Just something that you have that option to use if you want. And then your third one is a dumbbell sumo squat with a single arm upright row. So that's where we need that one dumbbell. You're going to set the dumbbell down every time. So feet are out nice and wide. You can start with that dumbbell down there too as well. So sumo squat, pick up the dumbbell, upright row, set the dumbbell down. So between every arm, you come up from that sumo squat and then set that dumbbell right back down. And then our next one is lunge pass under. So you still need that one dumbbell, just a forward lunge, dumbbell in my hand, get to that lunge, pass it under, and then step back, and then switch and go under the other leg. And then we've got a split stance. We're gonna switch our stance halfway through, so you don't have to pick which side's more comfortable or anything like that. So right foot forward, left foot back to start, or however you wanna start. You're gonna be in that split stance, kind of bent over row hinge position. You got a rear bent over fly, so both arms are bent. And then you've got double arm row, and then double arm kick back. So if you want to stay in that row position and then kick back, you can, or you can unrow and then row again to get back into the kick back. I'm going to leave that up to you, but then halfway through we'll switch, so our other leg is the lead leg, and then it's still the same. Fly, row, tricep kick back. If you need to stand up during that, you can, otherwise stay in that split stance position for the entire time. Our next one then, you have a lateral lunge to a reverse lunge, but it's opposite leg. So no weights are needed for this one. So if my left leg does the lateral lunge, my right leg goes back for the reverse. And then my right leg lateral, left leg goes back for that reverse. Okay, so just remember, opposite leg does the reverse, is the one that does the lateral, and then alternate. So go off to the other side. Don't stay with that combination of the left to the lateral and the right to the back. Then your next one, right to the lateral, left to the back. And then our next one, you're gonna need a dumbbell in each hand, overhead tricep extension. So those arms are straight up, do your tricep extension, arms come back up, they stay in that overhead straight arm position for an overhead squat. Tricep extension, arms back up, overhead squat. So if you need lighter weights for that one, since you are gonna have your arms hovering up overhead for that overhead squat, that works. Remember, overhead squat, we kind of take away our depth a little bit, so you can step out a little wider, or you can be narrower. Either way, that kind of helps people, depending on who you are, to have a wider stance or a narrow stance for that overhead squat. I'll let you pick for that. And then our next one, no weights, hands clasped behind the head in our prisoner squat position. You've got a squat and then cross-body knee. Squat, cross-body knee. If you want to add jumps to it, you totally can, kind of get that little momentum going with it. Otherwise, take your time, working those lower abdominals and our obliques, driving that knee across the body to the other side. And then we're going to take it down to the ground for our last two. Your ninth move is a seated reverse grip. So that means you're going to have a dumbbell in each hand. Your palms are facing you, and you're going to alternate a single arm shoulder press while we're seated on the ground. So legs extended straight out in front of you. You can sit crisscross applesauce, whatever's comfortable for you, but those palms are facing you for an overhead alternating single arm press. And then our last move, we'll get those dumbbells out of our way. We're going to do plank up. So we start in that high plank position, drop down to low plank, come back up to high, and then we're going to combine it with some panther plank walk-in. So you're in that high plank position, walk the right knee in, left knee in, walk it back out to high plank, and that's that sequence you follow. So down, down, up, up, in, out, out with our legs. Those are our 10 moves. First one, rotating cross jacks. So right over left, left over right, all while your arms are going off to the side, kind of like a little Russian twist, okay? You don't have to move your arms every time your legs move. You can kind of take your time and bring those arms to the side. Otherwise, you guys are gonna get all confused with what your arms and what your legs are doing. So, rotating cross tracks, 1 minute on the clock. Time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right under left over right. You can kind of let those hands hesitate at the stomach, and then send them off to the side. Little standing Russian twist. You need to modify. Right over left over right. Doing that twist of the upper body. Fifteen seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Pull squat, stay low. 2 pulses, tap, tap. 2 pulses, other leg, tap, tap. Not a lunge, just a tap. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, if you had that mini band, that's an option here if you want to add it. Let's make this a little harder. Just an option. Staying low, staying low. Way back in those heels. Still kind of warming up the body with these first 2 moves here. Stay as low as you can to get those glutes working. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Grab your 1 dumbbell. Go ahead and set it on the ground. Step it out wide for sumo. Drop down low for that sumo squat. Pick up the dumbbell. Full stand, upright row. Set it down, come up without it. Go back down, other arm. Ready, set, go. Don't do that upright until you're all the way up. Try not to hinge. Do a deadlift to get that weight. You're squatting to pick it up. Pull those shoulders back. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Next up, lunge pass under. So alternate that front lunge. Drop it down low, get that back knee down, pass it under, and then step yourself back. Take your time so you're not knocking your knee with your dumbbell. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get to the lowest point of that lunge, hold it, pass, and then push away with that front foot. Halfway. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Grab your upper body dumbbells. Split stance, reverse fly, row, kick back, repeat. Stay in that stance. We'll switch that lead leg halfway. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, you have the option if you want to hold that row and then kick back, or you can unrow and then row again to get set for the kick back. Whatever's easiest for you. Pinch those shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. Switch your stance. Keep going. Nice straight arms on those kickbacks. Nice and steady. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, weights down. Lateral lunge. Opposite leg does a reverse lunge. And then switch. 3, 2, 1. Just remember, whatever leg you come back from that reverse lunge with, that's the next sequence to do a lateral lunge with. We've got no weights, so we're getting super low. Powering up with that lead leg. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, grab those dumbbells for overhead. Tricep extension, hold them up. Overhead squat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Dumbbell in each hand, palm spacing. Remember, our depth changes with overhead squats. We're keeping those arms up straight. Nice tall torso. If for some reason this is too hard, one dumbbell held horizontally. Tricep extension, overhead squat. That's your other option. Don't forget to play around with your stance a little bit. Is a narrow overhead squat better for you or a wide overhead squat? Sure, a lot of you just yelled neither at me, but you gotta pick. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Prisoner squat stance, hands behind the head. Squat low. Knee drives cross body. Doesn't have to go to your elbow, just goes cross body. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Like I said, if you want to add that little kind of hop to it, get that momentum going, or take your time, stand all the way up, and then drive. Using those lower abdominals to pull that leg up. Driving that knee all the way across the body to work the obliques. $15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Get those upper body weights with you. Again, you can sit crisscross applesauce, legs extended, doesn't matter, but palms face you, one arm at a time. Overhead shoulder press. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Support that core so you're not slowly going back. I'm going to stay nice and upright. Pull that belly button in tight. Strong shoulders. Strong head and neck. Halfway. Then we flip it over for that plank up panther walk sequence. And then you're ready for break number 1. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Weights down, flip yourself over. Transition from a high plank to a forearm plank. Pop back up to a high plank, walk the knees in, walk the knees out, and repeat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, this is your workout, so you hold each piece of this sequence for as long as you want. Don't have to make this a cardio move. Focus on good plank form. Hold each plank long enough so you can have that perfect form we want, and then move on to the next part. Last 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. 1 minute on the clock for your break, and then we'll come back for round 2. Bring it on back, get ready for round 2, rotating cross jacks. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Let those hands hesitate in the center until you jump that right over left or that left over right. And then pull those arms into the sides. Really work those obliques. Twenty seconds left. Warming ourselves back up. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, double pull squat. Stay low. Lateral taps 2. Pull squat. Lateral taps 2 to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Drop it low. All that weight goes to that single leg that's still here. When you do those lateral taps, it's really gonna work the glutes. It's gonna save your back. So transition, good form every time. Bring that leg back every time too. All the way out, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in. Less than 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Sumo, dumbbell to the floor, pick it up. Single arm upright row. Get that stance nice and wide, toes pointed forward. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Look up at me, not down at the ground. Stand tall before you row. Way back in those heels. Good squat form. I'm getting to the point where I gotta watch what I'm doing with upright rows. I had a belly in the way now. 10 seconds left, good job. 3, 2, 1, step it in, keep a hold of that dumbbell. We got our lunge pass unders. Really drop that knee down low and then pass that dumbbell under. No need to rush, it's all about strength for this class. Ready, set, go. As low as you can get, hold it and then pass. Press off with that front heel. You'll feel a difference if you focus on how you're pushing yourself back to that starting position, what muscles you should be working. Try not to rely on the balls of our feet too much. "20 seconds left. Last 5, finish it out where you're at. 3, 2, 1, split stance. Fly to row to kick back. One leg forward, one leg back. We'll switch halfway. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pinch those shoulder blades, pinch the shoulder blades, and then all triceps there. Three, 2, 1, switch your legs, pick up where you were. Keep those arms tucked in nice and tight on that row and the kickbacks. Three, 2, 1, very good. All right, lateral to reverse lunge, opposite leg. Three, 2, 1, here we go, opposite legs. How low are you getting on that lateral lunge? Pull those shoulders back on the lateral. Try not to hinge too much. Less than 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Overhead tricep extension. It's a straight arm overhead squat. Again, if a dumbbell in each hand was too much, switch to one dumbbell held horizontally. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Super important. All the weight goes in those heels. I know you're tired of hearing me say that, but overhead squat, you've got to sit back. Remember your goal, don't let those dumbbells touch. They stay at that shoulder width. Three, 2, 1. Set those dumbbells down. Prisoner squat. Knee to the opposite side. Drive it cross body. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Really drive that knee across the body. Nice forceful single leg stance with that knee drive. All those lower abdominals, pulling that leg up. Power up from that squat, drive that knee. 10 seconds left. And then we're down to the ground for our last 2 already. 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Remember to reverse grip. Palms are facing you. One arm at a time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tall torso. Stay strong in that core. Don't lean back. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells down. Flip it over, plank up to panther in and out. Again, hold each section as long as you would like. Try to alternate that right and left start with your hands and your feet. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Walk those knees all the way to that chest. Hold that position for a little bit before you walk out right away. Just like you can hold that low plank for a little bit. Three, two, one. Great job. Way to get through that second round. Take your 1 minute break, and then round 3 is coming up next. Final 10 seconds of break. Round 3 coming up. Rotating cross jabs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's like we drive that knee across the body on one of our last moves. Drive those fingers to those sides. Make yourself feel it in those obliques every time. Drive that elbow back behind your back. Halfway. Last 15. Three, 2, 1. Double pull squat. Lateral taps coming up next. Stay low, low, low. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Transfer all that weight to that single leg. Push the butt back. Twenty seconds left. Three, 2, 1. All the way up, grab your 1 dumbbell. Sumo upright row. Make sure you're setting that dumbbell down in between every right and left upright row. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hopefully you're challenging yourself, going nice and heavy with this one weight. Halfway. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Step it in. Get set for those lunge pass unders. Go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Halfway, awesome job. Keep it up. So getting that back knee down. Don't need to rush. Three, 2, 1. Split stance. Reverse fly to row to kick back. Whatever leg you want in front first. Ready, set, go. We'll switch in 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch your legs. Three, 2, 1. Lateral lunge, opposite foot reverse. Last 5 moves of class right here. 5 more minutes of work. That's all you need. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Overhead tricep to overhead squat. Don't let those dumbbells touch. Palms facing the entire time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway, awesome job. Last 10, stick with it. I know those arms are getting tired, you got it. 3, 2, 1, prisoner squat. Crossbody knee drive. Slow, or as fast as you would make it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Get nice and low on that prisoner squat. And then power up, drive that knee. Halfway. You pick your pace for this, just stick with that pace the whole time. You are 2 moves away from being done with your workout for the day. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Reverse grip. Sit how you wish. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, one arm at a time. Tall torso, don't lean back. Stay strong. Strong head and neck. Try to drive that head forward. That's going to help drive the torso forward. Sit on the lower part of your glutes. Pull that belly button in tight. 30 seconds left. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Here we go. Last minute. Plank ups. It's a panther. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Almost there, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, whatever you need, and have a great rest of your day.